So, okay, so you've heard me mention, Uden's about creating a community, and in the gaming world there are many examples of this happening by state, but also in groups. And perhaps the best established of these is the International Game Developers Association. The local IGDA chapter is run by a very passionate advocate for local game development, and someone I admire greatly for all the work that he's done over the years on behalf of game development here in the States. So please, it's a great pleasure to welcome Josh Jones. Josh.
Thank you. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the main IGDA organization and what that's all about, and then I'll go into the details about the chapter. IGDA was a professional association that was started in 1994. It's officially now a non-profit association, taxable under 501c6. They are also the group that started the original form of the Game Developers Conference. They've since sold it, but are still closely associated with it. And the reason it was started and its main goals are 4 parts. The first is advocacy. When it was started, the previous incarnation of what's now the ESA existed, but developers didn't have a voice in government or just to talk in general as an association rather than per company. So advocacy, to be a voice, to release white papers, to fight discrimination, to submit press releases about how the industry is doing, and to have speakers that go around and speak out. Then the next thing is providing networking and community. The IGDA is focused on gatherings and has been from the very beginning to help people share knowledge, solve problems, and get connections that can only help everybody. And it's not only on the chapter level, they can connect over special interest groups. And if you look at the IGDA website, you can see some of those special interest groups like writing, programming, game design, and more interesting topics like sex and games and things. The third one is professional development. This is about developing careers. A large chunk of the website is devoted to helping people break into the industry. And they also are one of the biggest supporters at GDC for roundtables and forums. And they also provide curation now on I think sites like Kickstarter, where you can actually go and look at, these are our curated IGDA Kickstarter projects that are recommended, which helps provide discoverability. The fourth one is international reach. There's not many other organizations that focus on connecting developers from the United States to outside of the United States. And we have this chapter has a sister chapter over in Japan, and it's always a great meeting party at GDC to meet all the other chapter leaders. So about the local chapter, there's a little bit of history. The first incarnation was a student chapter at the U of U, and then the main driver behind that graduated and left, and someone asked me, like, well, you're a professional developer now, why don't you make a chapter? So I was like, okay. And I've been doing that ever since. The IGDA, I put a lot of effort into it, but I get so much out of it, and you can too, by volunteering, speaking, being involved with events, and being a reception point. Like, if the general public wants to come and talk to game developers, and they don't know what companies are around, they often come to me. So, and as part of being on my advisory board, I can send those announcements and contacts and opportunities on to you. So if you own a studio, please contact me and I can help get you involved. We do chapter meetings every other month, and we do 2 big events that have been mentioned. Final Burn is our end of year party, which is a great time. And I've seen lots of even awesome business networking and deals going down there. If you have a game that you've been working on full time, you're welcome to come and show that at Final Burn, and you can come talk to me for the details or get on the mailing list. And then finally, the other one that we do is Global Game Jam, which is an event where if you want to try out what making a game is like, you can go to Global Game Jam for a weekend, and we'll guide you through that, and you'll get thrown on a team, and it's a lot of fun. So, Josh.
So many thanks to our presenters, and don't forget to seek them out in the networking at the end tonight. We're very close now to networking beginning. And if you'd like to take part in a future HIVE Ignite, please let Jeff Peters or myself know, and we'll get you hooked up.